What up, what up, what up? This is Letha with Lotus Dreams of Luxury, LLC, your luxury small business development boutique. And I have coming in with a hot tip for you. Apparently, the IRS is paying for whistleblowers. And if you have a whistleblower claim, then you can submit it and they will pay you money. So I'm going to show you how this actually goes. Sorry, excuse Stella, my greedy assistant. And I'm sorry I'm not on camera, but I have an event tomorrow and I need to do my hair and it's still in rollers. That hurt like hell. So let me pop in here and show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. So this is IRS.com or IRS.gov, sorry. And you will go to whistleblower office, which I'm going to post the link in the description. And I'm going to read it pretty much word for word and explain it. The IRS whistleblower pays monetary awards to eligible individuals whose information is used by the IRS. The award percentage depends on several factors, but generally it falls between 15 and 30% of the proceeds collected and attributable to the whistleblower's information. So the information that they get, if they use that information to prosecute the suspect, then you'll get 15 to 30% of those proceeds. Awards can only be issued once. A final determination can be made, and as such, award payments cannot be made until the taxpayer has exhausted all appeal rights and the taxpayer can no longer file a claim for refund to otherwise seek to recover the proceeds from the government. Meaning they can't turn around and sue the government. They can't go back to court anymore. IRS said it's a done deal and you owe us X amount of money and we are coming to get it. You know, that's how they do. You know how they do is they say you owed us and we took it. So this is how to submit a claim. You're going to click on this form and I'm going to put the link in the description as well. And you'll fill out this form. It is not that long. It is pretty much one page. And once you fill that out, you'll mail it. And I will give you the address that you're going to mail it to. Remember, if you don't know, always in dealing with IRS, they only do snail mail. Snail mail, unless they sending you some type of newsletter, then they'll email you. But most everything is done in snail mail, and they're going to want the information about the person or the business that you are reporting, and then they're going to want some information about you. One of the things that they ask you are you an IRS employee, an IRS contractor? Are you the spouse or dependent of an IRS employee? Are you a federal, state, or local government employee? These people don't qualify to be turning in applications. You'll mail it to the whistleblower office, which is ICE. Woo, the ICE is busy. And that's going to be in Utah. So let me go back to explaining. You're going to need to put a description of the alleged tax non-compliance, including a written narrative of explaining the issues. So you're just going to say what went down, what happened, Information to support the narrative, such as copies of books and records, ledger sheets, receipts, bank records, contracts, emails, text messages, and the location of the assets. Where is the proof and the evidence? Ooh, that was awful. Don't do that. I'm gonna need to take that out. So then you will need to have a description of the documents, supporting evidence not in the whistleblower's possession or control, and their location. So like if you got some paperwork or something that's somewhere else, or that you know where it is, you know the IRS, they're gonna go get it. So you need to tell them where that is so that they will know how to go and retrieve that information. An explanation of how and when the whistleblower became aware of the information that forms the basis of the claim. So they want to know how it went down. When did you know that you was getting got, or that you had already got? When did you know that? Gonna need an explanation of that. And then they want a complete description of the whistleblower's present or former relationship, if any, to the subject of the claim. For example, is it a family member, an acquaintance, a client, an employee, an accountant, a lawyer, a bookkeeper, bookkeeper, somebody that did the PPP for you, and now you know it was wrong, and you don't want to you know it was wrong, and now you need to gain some clarity. So those people like that, that's who they want to know how you know them. And then the whistleblower's original signature on the declaration under penalty of perjury. A representative cannot sign a Form 211. You cannot have a representative, and you cannot sign paperwork of your own accord. You cannot be filing no claims for the Form 211. Now, in order for you to be eligible, you cannot be one of these things: an individual who is an employee of the Department of Treasury or was an employee of the Department of Treasury when the individual obtained the information. You cannot be an individual who obtained the information through the individual's duty as an employee of the federal government, or who is acting within the scope of the official duties as an employee of the federal government. If you work for some government entity and you have gained access to some information of somebody else's business through your work duties, you could not submit a claim. An individual who was or is required by federal law or regulation to disclose the information, or who is or was precluded by federal law or regulation from disclosing the information. Meaning, if you were under oath not to be telling other people's business, you cannot tell it for this purpose either. Individual who obtained or had access to the information based on a contract within the federal government, or an individual who filed a claim for award based on information obtained by an ineligible whistleblower for the purpose of avoiding the rejection of the claim that would have resulted if the claim was filed by the ineligible whistleblower. Meaning, if you are the friend of the person who does not qualify to be sending in this information, and then they tell you, hey, can you submit this for me? They're gonna get you to, you're not supposed to be submitting any information. So what are the rules and regulations to qualify you to get the money? So So to qualify for the IRC Section 7623B award program, the information must relate to a tax non-compliance matter in which the tax penalties, interest tax penalties, interest, additions to tax, and additional proceeds in dispute exceed $2 million, and not or, but and relate to a taxpayer and for individual taxpayers only whose gross income exceeds $200,000 for at least one of the tax years in question. Oh, excuse me. Meaning if they made a whole lot, they had to make a whole lot of money. Not going after somebody who scammed you for $25. They need somebody who made big money. Now, if they scammed you and a whole lot of other people for $25, then you would have a case. But if it's only you and only you got scammed in the whole year of the scammer, then you're not going to be able to get any award for that. But this person had to have scammed you for a whole lot of money and a few other people for a whole lot of money. They can't pay you if the money that they get does not produce enough profit to pay you. See what I'm saying? So, if your submission does not meet the criteria, the IRS will consider it for discretionary program, but they will always contact you in writing to let you know what was. That's pretty much all I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping in. Don't forget to click like and click share. Make sure you follow me so that you know when I drop these tips. I will start dropping tips about grants as well and how to sign up for them or other capital programs that get you some money in your pocket. If you don't follow my business page or follow my social media accounts, I will put those in the description as well. I usually put everything under my virtual business card, and that way you can just stay on there and find out all the information that you need to find out, and contact me that way. I also have a form on there that if you leave your contact information, I'll get back to you and give you a free 45-minute consultation to see how it is that I can help you. Again, this is Letha with Lotus Dreams of Luxury, LLC. Have a good night.